Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day and welcome back to part 2 of What If Goku Met His Parents in Otherworld. And before we begin, I'm OG Brown Nerd, and if you're a fan of all things Dragon Ball, Marvel, DC, all things nerdy, please like, comment, and subscribe because I post about everything. And one quick clarification I want to make so that Bardock and Guinea don't one-shot Frieza immediately is that Frieza and King Cold look to gather some elite warriors to join the Frieza Force. Because remember, Frieza at this point knows how strong Bardock is based on the scans, but his own arrogance doesn't believe that a monkey could be stronger than him. So he's not going to be overly cautious and train like a madman like he did in Dragon Ball Super. But in looking for warriors, they discover an old signal from the planet Vampa. Broly and Paragus get recruited into the Frieza Force. And Frieza manipulates Paragus once again, telling him their mission is to kill the prince. Back on Earth, it's actually Krillin's suggestion this time to lure Frieza to Earth instead of Namek. It was actually his idea to go to Namek in the anime, so this is a cool little reversal. Piccolo and Kami are still alive, so the Earth does have Dragon Balls just in case, and Frieza already knows its location. They just need to send a communication drawing Frieza to Earth. Vegeta reluctantly agrees, but his and Nappa's scouters were destroyed trying to scan Bardock. And without scouters, this plan falls through before it even begins. Krillin tells him, don't worry, his friend Bulma has one. She fixed Raditz's. Vegeta's impressed that an Earthwoman managed to reverse engineer Saiyan technology. He'd like to meet her. Now remember, Vegeta's alliance here is on the thinnest of ice. He tells Bardock once he attains the power of a Super Saiyan, he will be the one to kill Frieza and take over the Frieza Force, ruling the universe. He only cares about being the strongest. Bardock and Guinea's power level is well above 100% Frieza's at this point. And while Frieza's not going to train obsessively like I mentioned, he is going to do a little bit with his father to train for this battle. Just enough to make it not a massacre. I mean, realistically, if he did like 10 push-ups before Namek Saga, he would have violated everybody. Unfortunately, the Saiyans and Z Fighters aren't going to have much time to prepare for this encounter. They need to send a communication immediately because as far as they know, Frieza's already on his way to Namek. They quickly work and Vegeta alongside Bulma sends a false message. Vegeta announces, pretending he's talking to Nappa, that the Dragon Balls on Earth are more powerful than they believe. They'll be ready in a month and they can wish to take over Frieza's empire. With the performance convincing and the message delivered, Frieza immediately directs his forces to Earth. Him, Broly, King Cold, and Paragus will invade while the Frieza Force stays in the Earth's orbit. Now, with this 1 month of training, Bardock, Guinea, and Goku spar with Vegeta and Nappa, trying to bring their power levels up as high as they possibly can. Gohan also joins in and he loves the fact that he has a grandpa and grandma now. The Z Fighters and Piccolo do what they can, but the Saiyans' powers are going to rise on their own. Despite there only being a month before Frieza arrives, their training does yield results, but none of the Saiyans are strong enough individually to defeat Frieza, besides Bardock and Guinea. They also don't know that King Cold and Broly are joining in this battle as well. Earth is about to become ground zero for a war that will decide the fate of the universe. The day Frieza arrives, all the Saiyans sense monstrous energy as Frieza descends down into the grassy fields. He exits his ship with Broly, Paragus, and King Cold at the ready. The tension is palpable as Vegeta, Nappa, Goku, Bardock, and Guinea stand ready to end the tyrant once and for all. Nappa, being the impatient fool that he is, rushes in once Frieza begins berating them, and then Frieza kills him with a death beam, blowing his head off. He yawns, saying he thought the Saiyans would be a challenge. His eyes dart over, looking at Bardock and Goku and recalling that this monkey, he was there when the Saiyans were destroyed. He fought back. How is he? The Wish Orbs. They must be immensely powerful if they brought him back. He begins laughing maniacally, asking Bardock if he's come to die again. Bardock grits his teeth, yelling at Frieza before lunging at him. Vegeta and Goku begin fighting Broly while Guinea and Gohan fight King Cold. Bardock smiles at Frieza, saying he feared the Super Saiyans so much that he killed all the Saiyans. That he climbed back from death itself to show Frieza how right he was. He grabs his hands and begins transforming into a Super Saiyan. The golden aura terrifies Frieza. He has no choice but to transform into his final form immediately. This allows him to match Bardock blow for now. Vegeta and Goku's fight with Broly escalates as Paragus continues to egg on Broly. Goku pulls a ×4 Kaioken and begins pushing Broly back, but Broly's freakish power grows. Rising at an exponential rate, he eventually transforms into his Ikari form, knocking both Goku and Vegeta away, his rage boiling over. Vegeta's shocked. He sees Broly channeling the power of a great ape but retaining his normal body. There's not even a moon up. What is this? Desperate, Vegeta launches a power ball, transforming into a great ape himself. Round 2 is about to begin. Gine and Gohan face off with King Cold as Gine transforms into a Super Saiyan as well. She begins to mollywop King Cold, but before she can land the finishing blow, he launches a death beam aimed at young Gohan. Gine tries to react, but Gohan gets protected by Piccolo, who jumps in front of him, his final act in this world being a good one. But with his death comes the death of Kami's. The Earth's Dragon Balls are no more. Gine finishes King Cold off before rushing over to a grieving Gohan. His power takes over as his eyes dart at the power ball in the sky. He transforms into an uncontrollable great ape, his power going berserk, and Gine guides his destruction towards Broly. She quickly knocks out Paragus before watching Great Ape Vegeta and Gohan pounce on Broly. The two apes and Goku with his Kaioken ×4 knock out the monster before he loses control even more. Vegeta then has to hold off Great Ape Gohan while Goku joins his father. He grits his teeth and pushes his Kaioken to a ×10 as he lands a massive blow against Frieza. Frieza responds by tail whipping Goku away, and as Frieza is about to kill Goku, Bardock gets angry and pushes him back. His power intensifying as he knocks on the door of Super Saiyan 2, sparks of electricity come off of him. Gine then joins in and the two warriors combined begin fighting Frieza. Now Frieza was barely holding his own with one Super Saiyan. Once Gine joins the fray, it's a wrap for the tyrant. Goku watches in awe of his parents as they demolish and annihilate Frieza, erasing him. Goku collapses, returning to base as the power ball eventually fades away, causing Gohan and Vegeta to return back to normal as well. Everything seems okay until Broly and Paragus begin to slowly regain consciousness. Bardock flies down, telling Paragus he remembers him. They serve together on a few planetary raids, and Paragus blinks in disbelief. Bardock? How is he alive? How is he so young? Bardock gets angry, telling him aligning with Frieza, the man who killed the Saiyans, makes Paragus a traitor to his people. Paragus sternly tells him he doesn't know. He tells them the story about how the prince's father, the king, exiled Broly away because he feared the power of his son. The king was a coward who feared that Broly's power would surpass the prince's. Vegeta scoffs, telling Paragus his father was an old paranoid fool. He welcomes the challenge Broly represents. He smirks, looking at the unconscious Broly, saying he won anyways. He looks at Broly before getting ready to execute him, but Goku stops him. He rips off Broly's collar and tells Vegeta doesn't he want to fight him at his full power next time? Vegeta seethes but nods. Bardock and Gine tell Paragus if it wasn't for the king exiling Broly, then him and his son would have died on planet Vegeta. They never thought that they'd see their own son again, but it seems destiny has bigger plans for all of them. Goku steps up, offering Broly and Paragus a place to stay on Earth. If they promise not to destroy it, it's gotta be better than wherever Vampa is. Paragus gazes at his unconscious son, realizing if they wanted to, they could have killed him. His vengeance, it was gonna kill his son. He was so focused on his revenge, on controlling Broly, that he didn't let his son live. Paragus begins accepting this, and Goku says that he can help Broly train to fully master his power. He seems like he could use the guidance. Paragus thanks them, and he gets set up with his own capsule house in the woods. Bulma is the GOAT for real. Now, the two casualties in this battle were Nappa and Piccolo. Now, of course, Piccolo's resurrection is going to make priority over Nappa's. Because, yeah, while Nappa was fighting against Frieza, his intentions were still evil. Him and Vegeta wanted to take over the Frieza Force. So he's not giving his body back. He is sent to hell. Now, remember, Vegeta is not a good guy here. He simply wants to become a Super Saiyan and be the strongest. He plans on staying on Earth till he masters the technique, but he wants to still take over the Frieza Force. As soon as he becomes a Super Saiyan, he's going to fly and take off. And with Piccolo gone, the Earth no longer has Dragon Balls. They can't bring him back. But Krillin once again remembers the planet Namek. Maybe they can go there and wish Piccolo back from the balls on their planet. So there's going to be a Namek arc in the next episode, but it's going to be much different from the Namek arc in canon. And with Vegeta on Earth, somebody's going to have to stay behind because he cannot be trusted. But what do you guys think the future of this scenario is going to be? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more. Peace. Honestly, I'm really trying to change the story up compared to the what if Goku wished his parents back scenario, because this is very, very similar, but I think I'm doing a good job so far. Please let me know what you think.